Alright, here we go, boys. So we are playing as Freddy. So I gave a chance to this game. Deep Dive was my go-to game when I was little, due to the fact that it was so challenging. It gave new players a really fun way to interact with each other because, you know, for the most of the time in 2016, Agar.io was the most popular game. It didn't really get that praise, but one thing that I didn't like about it was, yeah, I just died. That doesn't matter really. By the way, I'm really focusing on the damage, but back in the day, Agar.io was really praised, but I didn't feel like it deserved that praise due to the fact that it wasn't really balanced. And I feel like this game is much more balanced, and that way it could stay and remain on the top of the .io games. I feel like, you know, that's just my opinion. You can write yours down in the comments below, and let's just see how we're gonna discuss it about it. As I already said, I got a little bit of experience with that. Considering that my experience, I feel like the best thing you can do here is upgrade your movement speed and bullet damage and penetration at the max, and then you're gonna decide what type of build you want to be. I feel like I've decided already. I'm not really sure what that tank is called, but it looks like triangle and it's really quick. Maybe you can already tell if you play that game. And if you're new to that game, I suggest you to give this game a try because it's really entertaining. And I just killed, well, at least I didn't kill him, let's put it that way. Good thing about this game is that if you die with some of a higher level, you don't lost everything, and you get repaid those levels in the form of, if you were to divide your previous levels by half, you would pretty much get all the levels after that equation. So I messed up when it comes to clicking my stats, and now I'm stuck with this build. By the way, if you hold M, it's easier to upgrade your stats. That was a tip my brother taught me, actually. He used to play this game 24/7. Now he doesn't play it anymore. He's not really into games, which is quite a shame because I can't play with him. I feel like it's really hard to reach a leaderboard in this game, let alone the top place. I don't feel like it's possible in this game run, but let's just see what happens with it. I feel like I haven't reached level 30 yet, but you'll see what happens when I reach level 30. It's gonna blow your mind if you haven't played this game already. So Freddy, don't ask me, by the way, why am I named Freddy. It just, you know, that bear from the random game which nobody knows. You're probably not aware of that game. But I'm just getting bullied from both sides and I just got killed. And I'm being mounted on, which is quite a shame, but what can you do with that? Anyways, let's just pre-upgrade all the stats I want to have. Oh my gosh. Have you seen that what just happened? Unfortunately, I got killed instantly, but I feel like that should give me a great head start when it comes to my levels. So there's that. I already pre-upgraded everything. Now let's hope everything goes as planned, because I feel like a lot of people are here on this server, and it's really hard to navigate here, especially dodge all those bullets if you know, especially if you find yourself in a bullet hell, as they call it. It's kind of hard to escape it, especially if you're using a build which isn't really health focused, which I always was a fan of those glass cannon builds in every single game. And I feel like we can actually make some kind of damage to him and actually get killed. I mean, excuse me, skill, but this is just purely for entertainment. But if you thought this was a professional gameplay, I have to disappoint you, but at least you can see how to not play this game, which is, I mean, that's something, right? You can't deny it. Anyways, Freddy could realize that he hasn't reached even level 30 yet, if we don't count that happy little accident. Alright, if now we are talking about accidents, I just killed somebody and I just got so much levels of them. Maybe he was chasing him, I don't know. I don't really want to know. So at least we reached a level 30, which I feel like that's already enough. But let's just keep going and let's see what I can achieve with this. Maybe I can level up to 45 and then we can do some serious fighting then. I feel like I killed him. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name. Maybe Juan or Yuan. it doesn't really matter now because he's already dead, and we keep rolling. So the worst thing about this build is that I don't have any health regen, which means it actually, even though I don't have it upgraded, it's still gonna, my health is still gonna regenerate, but at really slow. It works like it doesn't regen at all, but all of the sudden, after like a minute, it regenerates to the full. You could have actually saw it right there. In that time period in that time window when you're really low health, that's the only time when you're most vulnerable, and it's not really good. I mean, I'm sorry, but you kind of deserved it, bro. You kind of won it, you backed for it, and I gave you that mercy. So we are on level 37, which is more than several levels than I expected to have today. And the more interesting and intriguing part is that we have reached a leaderboard. That probably means I'm not that good, but people here are really that bad here. But as long as it works for me, I'm fine with that. But here we go, boys. All those juicy pentagons are staring at me with really flirty way, and I can't resist him. And he wants to, he begs for mercy, but I gotta tell you, bro, if you were a little smarter, you could have just escaped me. Nobody would notice, and because, as he was standing still, I couldn't hit him, which is, quite a shame, but I still made a leaderboard, so that makes sense that there are people actually who are actually worse than me. I feel like this run is gonna be really good, but now I have to be really careful because I'm probably gonna be dead. Alright, I feel like my movement speed was good enough for me to escape, but apparently not. Let me just give something more deadlier a try. So the first couple of minutes of this game is probably the most boring out of the whole gameplay. It's due to the fact that you really can't put yourself in the fights, or you get killed. As a matter of fact, you can put yourself in the fights, but you either are gonna lose in a minute or a second, I would say, or you are gonna put yourself in the fights with the most random and the weakest tanks, which you don't want that, because that way you ain't gonna receive any levels. And what can I say, I just got upgraded, and I feel like the sniper build is really cool due to the fact that you can't see a lot with it. Also, your bullet damage and penetration is just incredible. I mean, it doesn't look really good when it comes to destroying all those objects, but when it comes to hitting another players, I feel like that's the best thing to do. And that guy with the triangles was about to hit. You could have seen on his eyes that he doesn't wants to mess with me. I mean, he probably wants to kill me, and I just escaped him because he has a shorter range than me, and I'm about to get cooked, but I don't want to be cooked, and I feel like put myself in a position where I am being cooked a lot, also called as bullet hell, and I just got upgraded even more, and that guy can't see that I'm escaping, but he actually saw it. How can he see me? Like, tell me, how can he see me? Sorry guys, we can't do it much longer because I got eliminated, which is quite a shame considering my level. In all honesty, I really got it due to the fact that I got lucky and I stole some kills. I ain't gonna lie, I had to admit it. If I'm bad at this game, I have to be at least honest with you. I would just like to give it a last turn with the rammer strategy, and the first mistake which I did was it's actually not upgrading my health region, which is quite a shame, because now I have to really wait to that time window which health pops up again, but at least my health and body damage is up in a way which makes me really hard to kill. So I feel the biggest threat to me are actually the guys who's got really high bullets damage but are also quick, so they can chase me, and essentially I can't do anything to them. Those guys are the minority, I think. So let's continue with farming. The rammer build is not really great when it comes to entertainment, just due to the fact that the whole fun starts really at level 45, which then you can do pretty much anything, but up until then you're pretty much stuck surviving and not doing anything besides doing this and having a random kills, and those kills are usually tank, which their level is like 100, which that would give you levels of a triangle. I feel like it's easier to destroy a triangle than having to fight a tank which doesn't want to get killed. By the way, that is the exactly type of tank which I don't want to encounter, because he's got slow bullet speed, he's really fast, and he's got high bullet damage, which is like a pre-made counter to me. And you know, I actually am quite interested. I'm interested why he didn't chase me. Maybe he was just peaceful. But that guy, he was just cooked due to the fact that he got no movement speed. Even though he's got high bullet damage and penetration, I could easily go to him, ram him, and stall all of his levels. I feel like the remaining of the upgrades is great to give to the reload, because that way you can boost yourself with the bullets, and that way you can make yourself far faster. And that guy, I don't know what he was just doing, but that was a free kill. And Zfar is like the same destiny met him. He was probably really sad to notice it, to witness it, but what can you do? And that is the worst feeling you can experience as a rammer, because this is not good. I'm probably gonna be dead in a few seconds. So I feel like the best strategy to do right now would be to go in the center and to relocate all of the strength in the center to him, and maybe those guys would kill him, but it also it holds a pretty big risk, because those guys, that strength in the center, because all of the strongest tanks go in the center, those guys can really hit me up as well, and they can honestly just ignore him and they can do a lot of damage to me. But fortunately I got a lot of both max health and body damage. By the way, if you haven't known, body damage does really make a difference when it comes to tanking, because you're essentially damaging the bullets, which, you know, you kill them faster. I know it doesn't work like that in real life, but to be completely sure, nobody has tanks in real life, so I feel like let's just ignore that and let's just continue farming all those levels, because we are on the level 38 and we are 7 levels short to hitting the max level, and I feel like it's going really slow. And actually, you know, in order to make it really fast, it would be cool to kill someone, but oh, he was just pretending to be a damaging tank, but actually he's a speedy and he's rammer build. Yeah, he's got a rammer build, which, you know, was actually quite unfortunate for me, but I realized it soon enough to, you know, dodge him and just go away, and I feel like that guy is really good when it comes to fighting with his bullets. So I'm assuming he's probably very low on health and upgrading his health, so but he's really good fighting. He's got that aim, he's got that speed, he's got that damage, so I'm probably not gonna start any fight with this guy anytime soon. Maybe if I level up to level 45. And speaking of levels and scores, I'm actually 4th from the back of the scoreboard. Actually 5th now, as I was talking, the leaderboard changed, so that's quite convenient. I can't do that, bro. Just Rob can't tell me that I'm gonna be killed by Roblox. Like, that's just impossible. Would it be funny if I get killed by him right now? To be completely right, I need to kill him, because DC Specify is gonna be that. Not because he is not... Oh, I got pretty much scared right here. And I'm in a big trouble, but hopefully we're gonna make it out of there. Just because I had that speed and health, I was about to... You know, if you're AFKing, you're not gonna get killed in this game, which is actually kind of fun. And that really tells a lot about these players. And I feel like that guy, Roblox, wants to team with me. I actually get why, because he's the second one in the leaderboard. I mean, third one, excuse me. I mean, second one. You know, these leaderboards change as I speak, which is really hard to comment on them, but I don't actually know why he chose not to kill me, but very good for him. I mean, for me, but yeah. Freddy, you got D-ranked. You were 5th from the back, now you're 2nd, which means D-ranked. And my score didn't go down, but those people got really crazy levels and score. I don't know how they did it in such short amount of time, but yeah, let's be real. Let's kill that guy. He's got probably the same build as me, so it's gonna be really interesting if he's gonna defeat me or not. So he's using the tactics that he pushes those bullets to me, which that does play against me, because that makes me really slow, and that way he can escape really quickly, which is pretty bad. And now I find myself in the bullet hell, and he's using that strategy which I was talking already. I don't want to repeat myself, but I feel like it would be great to defeat Armenia, and now I'm about to lose it. So guys, thank you for watching this video. We see each other on another one.